project we need a hook and some of our favorite balls of yarn. So to start with the project, we are going to make a slip knot and we are going to chain 76. If you want, you can chain less or more according to your preference. And once you are done with the 76 chains, we are going to make half double crochets in each stitch, and this is our round 2. Once you have completed making half double crochets in each stitches for round 2, we are going to chain 2 and turn our work. So for round 3, we are going to make half double crochets across the row. That means for round 2 and round 3, we are going to make half double crochets. Now go on making this half double crochets across the row and we'll chain 2 after that to start with the new row. So now for row 4, we are going to chain 2 and we are going to start with making double crochets across the row. So for row 4, we are going to make double crochets in each stitches. This is how your project should look so far. So continue making it until the end. So now chain 2 and we'll start with row 5 now. So for row 5, again we are going to make double crochets in each stitches until the end. Once you are finished with making double crochets for row 5, this is how it should look like. So we are going to chain 2 and start with row 6 now. So for row 6, we are going to make half double crochets in each stitches until the end. Continue making it until the end. Once you have completed making half double crochets for round 6, this is how it should look like. So for round 7, we are going to chain 2 and again we are going to make half double crochets in each stitches until the end. Once you have completed making half double crochets for round 7, this is how the complete row will look like. So lastly chain 1 and your row is complete. Now we are going to work with the edges. So we are going to start with making single crochets to make it look more sturdier. Now we are going to start with the decreasing part. So chain 1 and start decreasing from both sides. Decreasing means skipping a stitch from both sides so that we could get an arrow shape. Now again we are going to skip a stitch and make a single crochet in the next stitch. Go on making your decreases until the rows you like. Slowly you are going to notice that you are going to have an arrow shape in the end. So from here we are going to chain up to 50. So this is going to help you with the tying. Once you are done with making 50 chains, this is how it should look like. And now we are going to make single crochets across the 50 chains that you made. Once you have completed making single crochets across the 50 chains, this is how it should look like. Make sure you have the right side on the top, and now we are going to attach it by making a slip stitch, and until the end of the arrow shape we are going to make slip stitch, and after that we are going to chain 1. So go on making slip stitches. Once you are done with making slip stitch until the arrow, we are going to chain 1. Now we are going to make single crochets until the end. This is how your single crochet will look like. Complete making single crochets until the end, and after that chain 1 and make single crochet in the edges. Once you are done with the single crochet, now again chain 1 and we are going to make the decreases to make the arrow shape. Repeat the same process that you did in the previous arrow. Since our arrow is made, now we are going to chain 50 again. Now again we are going to make single crochets across this 50 chains. Once your single crochets are made, now we are going to make slip stitch across the arrow. After making all the slip stitches, make one single crochet and finally chop off the yarn. Now take your sewing needle and we'll hide the leftover yarn. Pull your sewing needle tightly and now we are going to cut the excess yarn. to secure it properly. So we have successfully made our white headband. Now we are going to work with the strawberry part. So to make strawberry for our headband, firstly we are going to make a magic ring. Now chain 2 and make 12 double crochets into this magic ring. That means in total we are going to have 13 double crochets. Once you are done with the 12 double crochets, lastly we are going to make a slip stitch into the chain 2 that we made earlier. And to secure everything, we can pull the string of the magic ring tightly. After the slip stitch, we are going to make one half double crochet into the same stitch. After that, in the next stitch, we are going to make 4 double crochet into the same stitch. After that, we are going to make half double crochet and single crochet into the same stitch. Thereafter, a single crochet. And after that, half double crochet and double crochet into the next stitch. After that, double crochet and half double crochet into the next stitch. Then single crochet into the next stitch. After that, single crochet and then single crochet and half double crochet into the next stitch. And after that, 4 half double crochet into the next stitch. And after that, 1 half double crochet and finally slip stitch. After making a slip stitch, we'll chain 1 and cut off the yarn. So finally we get our strawberry. Now we'll secure the yarn inside the strawberry. Lastly, chop off the excess yarn and you're done with your strawberry. Now we are going to make the leaves for our strawberry. So search for the double crochet that you made earlier. Now we are going to attach our yarn and chain 1. Secure everything properly and now make a slip stitch and make 3 slip stitches into the upcoming stitch. Once you are done with 3 slip stitches, now chain 4 and make slip stitch into the 3 chains. Now slip stitch into the same stitch from where you started chaining 4. Now again from here we are going to make 3 slip stitches. Once you have made all the slip stitches, now lastly chain 4 and slip stitch into the first slip stitch from where you started making chains. So from here again we are going to chain 4 and make a slip stitch in the same slip stitch from where we started our chains. We'll do this process of making chains 4 more times so that we could have 6 sleeves in total. Once you have completed making all of the leaves, lastly chain 1 and cut the yarn. Now we'll secure the excess part of the yarn by sewing it inside the leaves. After securing everything properly, we are going to cut the excess yarn and finally our strawberry with leaves is ready. If you want, you can also add seeds in your strawberry so that it could look more prettier. So I'm attaching this white yarn and making small seeds. You can just do the exact way like I'm doing. Just follow the process and you will be happy with the results. Once you are happy with the seeds, now secure the yarn properly by cutting it and tying it. Now to attach the strawberries to our headband, we can use two methods. Firstly, we are going to take our glue gun and just paste it the way we want. Or else you can use your darning needle and sew it with your headband.